So, my dear collective, I took out a few cards. We have here someone who is not in their power. They might be a little bit immature. Instead of taking their destiny in their own hands, they submitted their power to someone else. And the outcome is that they feel stuck now and they feel that they have blocked their own destiny. Whatever was meant for them, they blocked it. So we will get into it. Just a reminder, it's a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. It is supposed to tell you about something that resonates with you because you already kind of know about it, right? If I'm talking about masculine or feminine, I'm not talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy, so apply it however, but always, always, always listen to your intuition. I hope you are doing well. I hope to read you in the comments. And if you haven't joined the page yet, which would be kind of normal because I didn't do a reading since a long time, but if you want to see more, I invite you to join. So let's get into it. The first card that came out is the main male in reverse, which means we are talking here about someone who is not in their power. They don't act from their higher self. They are in reverse, right? The main male in reverse. They are the main male, so it concerns their story, but somehow they are not acting from a place of power. And the second card that came out is expectation. So it means that they had expectations. They were sitting on the side and waiting for something to happen. The third card that came out here is the official person, which means to me that we are talking here about someone of authority. So this main male apparently gave their power to somebody else. It can be a friend, it can be a boss, it can be a father, it can be a brother, it can be whoever, right? But instead of taking their own decisions and taking their destiny in their hands, it's not what they did. And I feel some kind of passivity here, right? Because what is this expectation? We are talking here about a masculine, so it doesn't matter if it is truly the gender of the masculine or not, but it is someone who is supposed to be acting, who is supposed to be moving, right? We are with the yang energy, so it's dynamic, it's outwards, it's not the feminine energy. And so they acted kind of like this feminine energy of being to the side and waiting, right? So they submitted their power to somebody else. And now the result is that they feel stuck. They feel totally stuck. Whatever they did kept them stuck. I also want to point out that whenever you are submitting your life choices and your power to somebody else, you truly have to pay attention who you are giving it to, right? Because you might trust a person for a reason or another that what they want is your best interest. First of all, they might want your best interest, but if we are talking about your life, it is your life. It is your life path. You need to take your own decisions because this is what allows you to grow. Even if the decision is not the right one, it will teach you some kind of lesson. So you should never submit. You can ask for advice, but submitting your power to someone else is never ever a good idea. And also, when you are listening to someone else, you don't truly know what are their intentions, even if it is someone that you think that you can trust. We are always the most deceived by someone that we think that we can trust, because if we don't trust someone from the beginning, we cannot be deceived, right? Who betray us the most? The people who are the closest to us, where we think that we should be able to trust that they truly want the best for us, right? And here, considering that those cards came one after the other, we can consider that maybe this person wanted this main male to be trapped. It can also be, but at the end of the day here, we have in fifth position, so the shift that happens is that this person apparently wants this courtship, this relationship, this connection. They want it, but they didn't do the work, or they did a very bad work. We have the card of toil and labor here in reverse. This is the balance that they were supposed to bring, doing the work, but we know that they didn't do any work, because we can see it here with the expectations, sitting and looking outside, not being in their power. The main male is reverse, not being in their power, giving their power away to somebody else who made decisions that at the end of the day trap them. And so at the end, the karmic lesson here is that the pathway is closed. The pathway is in reverse. This is what was at the end of the deck, right? So this is the underlining energy, the hidden meaning somehow, right? The hidden energy, something that comes. I consider it like the karmic lesson. And the karmic lesson is coming that this person has blocked their own future. They have blocked a beautiful path that was leading to the light, and there is no light. There is no light. It's blocked. They block themselves by not trusting themselves, sitting on the side, listening to somebody else that they might consider as being someone of authority, maybe someone that they thought that they could trust. And again, once again, it might be someone who has this person's best intentions in mind. We don't know. We don't know. But when it's regarding your own life path, nobody can take the decisions for you. It's on you to make the decisions. And the lesson that will come if you surrender your authority to somebody else, you won't get anywhere. You won't. Because you are not supposed to give authority to someone else about your own life. And maybe, as said, this person didn't have the best intentions. Maybe this person wanted this person to be stuck. Whatever it may be, they are stuck. Imprisonment is here, and the pathway here is in reverse. They might have had a beautiful, privileged relationship, but look what's coming here. I didn't see that before. It got to an end. They created the end. And now they might be in a very sad place. Bad health, it can be mental health, right? Maybe they feel betrayed, maybe they feel frustrated. Let's put it back. I will take a few tarot cards to have some more information here. So, I already saw, my God. Look here. I wanted to say, I want to know here about this official person. What were their intentions by giving the advice that they gave, right? Because I saw the mental health, the health card. It's not mental health, it's bad health card, right? That came up. So I think that, okay, somebody can maybe regret losing a courtship, maybe, right? But it feels to me that if you are truly now in a bad mental state, a bad health state, it cannot be mental, it can be physical, but it's related, kind of, right? There should be something more here. So this is why I feel like betrayal might be possible here. And I open the deck, and this is the first card I see, the Seven of Swords, which is absolutely talking about ill intentions, right? Sneaky behavior. I have to take it out. Yeah, now this person is totally exhausted. Nine of Wands, totally exhausted. Exhausted of not doing anything, right? So they are mentally exhausted, because we have two cards here showing us that this person didn't do anything. They sat on their ass and they didn't do the work. And when we say that they didn't do the work, it is for this relationship, but even for themselves. They didn't grow. And this is what happens when you submit the responsibility of your life to someone else. The only growth that can come here is to understand that you should never submit your authority regarding your life to somebody else. So let's see, what else should we know here? What else should we know here? It's interesting because now we have the Mastery card, the Eight of Pentacles, working, defending themselves. Why is this Eight of Pentacles here? What are they working on? What are they trying to defend? Ooh. Look what came out. I'm hiding because they are naked here. The Devil. That's not good. They are trying to defend their behavior. There is some kind of trauma bonding here, right? With the Devil. I think that this official person wanted to keep this person stuck, truly. It was very intentional. Maybe they were afraid that if this person would go for this courtship, they wouldn't work for them anymore, or they wouldn't apply themselves into their work anymore. So now they are trying to defend themselves. Defend what they did. I'm just going to put it like this because of the imagery. Okay, so they were actively working on trying to keep this person bound. And now they are trying to defend themselves towards who exactly? Who are they trying to defend themselves? Okay, they say that they were blind, that they didn't see the whole story, that they didn't know. That they were trapped. This is what they are saying. To who? To the one who needs to heal from this situation. They might be needing to defend themselves from the community. It might be their family. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, they have to defend themselves of the heartbreak that they created and how they blocked someone's ability to grow. We are here with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles is talking about legacy, how they destroyed a legacy for someone. But the main male needs to take accountability for what they did. They have to, because otherwise they are still not growing. They are still stuck in this toil and labor in reverse. Because at the end of the day, it's the responsibility of this main male not to give power to anyone else. So what's about this main male in reverse? Yeah, they see the truth now. They see the truth now. Yeah, they might want to jump on do something. But they were very, very slow. The pathway is blocked. It's over. It's done. Yeah, they might want to come in and apologize. Apologize about the lies and how they breadcrumb, how they didn't give anything, how they were just sitting on the side, doing nothing. What else should we know about this main male here? They are working diligently towards their independence now. They see the truth. It's good. They are learning. Wow, listen, we have all the queens here. Might also mean that now they see the Queen of Swords. It's that they see the truth now, right? What else should we know here? Yeah, it might also mean with all those queens that they realize truly that they lost a beautiful feminine. Yeah, and that their victory was with this feminine. Tell me more here. Yeah, they understand that they were dealing with a master manipulator that turned them into a master manipulator. What is this Eight of Swords? Yeah, they were blind. They didn't see that this person wanted to keep them in a miserable place. This official person is driven by keeping control over this main male. This is why this main male is in reverse. They are in some kind of weak place because this person wants to keep them weak. This is their intention. The official person here is presented as a masculine, but it doesn't have to be a masculine, right? I'm just repeating it. I think that it's important. It can also be a mother. It can be a sister. It can be a friend. It can be an ex. It can be whoever. It doesn't have to be a masculine. I kind of feel here like the connection between a father and a son, right? But I might be influenced because of the images that I see here. But it doesn't have to be, right? We can be talking about two feminines also. Just take it how it resonates with your story. What else should we know here? Yeah, the cycle has ended. It's over. It's over. But I think that this main male understands now. They have learned their lesson. They have learned their lesson. This is what I feel here. For you, my dear collective, you might have been the person here that they wanted to court, and instead of acting, they were like sitting on their ass and not doing anything, thinking maybe that, I don't know, whatever. And now they regret. I just want to point something out, right? The cycle ended, right? Apparently, from what I see here, the person understands that they have lost someone truly good, right? But they are still under some kind of influence. Are they truly healing? Are they healing? This main male. Their heart chakra is still blocked. So even if they are healing, I don't see this as healing. What I see here, it is they understood, they are very angry, they are very frustrated, but they are still putting the responsibility of the consequences of their choice to submit authority to someone else. They are still blaming others, not themselves. So no, they are not healing. They are not healing. Yeah, they know that they were dealing with an empress, and they went much too far. They went too far. They are still holding on. They are still holding on, but look, judgment in reverse. And they are stalking you. They are stalking you. And no, they didn't learn their lessons. They understood, they are angry, but they are still putting the responsibility on someone else. So right now, their energy is there. You might feel them in your energy, right? Because they are holding on to you. They are holding on. Because it is part of the reason why they have the legitimacy to be angry on this person. And I don't say that they shouldn't be angry on this person. They thought that they could trust this person, and apparently they couldn't. And it's not that this person acted from a pure place, that they just gave a bad advice. No, it was intentional. We know it. We have the King of Swords here in reverse, talking truly about master manipulation, and we have here the devil. So we know what we are dealing. So it's very legitimate for this main male to be angry, frustrated, all of it. But this is where they are. They are not in the place of saying, okay, my mistake. They are not there. So I guess that you might have helped this person somehow to gain some kind of awareness. But they are at the first stage. They just opened their eyes about the reality. And you might have been extremely inspiring to this person, and this is why you might feel them in your energy, right? Because they are holding on to you, because you might be the positive energy in their life, right? But this is where they are. We have this pathway in reverse, and we have the world here. So yeah, the cycle is over. You might see them come back. Might be, now that they want to take their destiny in their own hands, maybe, or they understand that they cannot submit. Do they understand? Now, what I feel that they understand is that they have to pay attention who they trust, right? I'm not sure that they understand that anyway, no matter what, they shouldn't have submitted their authority concerning a private matter. Anyway, as an adult, you are never supposed to submit your authority to anyone, right? Yeah, you are supposed to trust your lawyers, you are supposed to be able to, to trust some people, but you cannot, when you are asking for advice to someone, it is in order to have some kind of a new perspective, right? This is the intention of getting an advice, getting a new perspective. It is not jumping on the advice and giving the responsibility of your life, of your decisions, on someone else. So I think that this person sadly haven't understand yet. This is not where they are. They are trying to avoid to face this tower. The tower will fall no matter what. We are with the tower. But they are still not willing to truly digest, heal. They are in anger, they are in deceit, they might be very stressed out, they might be drinking too much or doing whatever else too much, some kind of addiction. They might still try to escape their own feelings, their own responsibility. This is kind of what I think here. Yep, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful to you. Let me know. I love the comments, so please. And if you haven't yet and you want to see more, I invite you to join the channel. And also, I don't do one-on-one tarot readings. And if you want to know more about me, I invite you to go in the text box, so you will have a link to my Instagram, and so you can see my face there. Till very, very soon. Bye.